Without light, there is no image. Light is what gives the viewer the ability to see the subject, and when photographing something where every detail counts, it's important to have every last bit of the subject perfectly exposed. Having one very focused light from one direction will create very harsh highlights and shadows, so it's important to illuminate every angle of the subject as evenly as possible.
But Alex, I don't have 20 lamps to scatter around my fancy compressed dirt.
Well, me neither. But instead of having a bunch of light sources, you can diffuse the light from one light source by putting a piece of paper or fabric on top of the lamp. Or you can spread out the light coming from one source using a reflector. Don't bother spending $50 on that fancy reflector kit, because you can do the same thing with tinfoil. So from here, there's no optimal angle for positioning the light source because subjects come in all shapes and sizes. So the best thing to focus on is getting every last bit of the subject illuminated evenly. Also, this is just my personal preference, but I like photographing in completely dark spaces. Ambient light from outside can come in and affect your photos, so as long as you close the blinds and curtains, it probably won't matter too much. The next thing on the list is temperature. Different lights can give off warmer and cooler tones, and you'll be able to measure the temperature with the white balance slider in your phone's camera manual mode. Back when I was starting out, I would use a hot and cold lamp on my minerals because I thought it would look cool. But the thing is, when you get into some more colorful pieces like this one here, you'll notice that the warm and cold lights create false color. And remember, we want consistency on our photos. If the light you're using is particularly warm or cold, it's easy to adjust the white balance in your camera, or even in post with the basic photo editor. More on that later. If you do get new light bulbs, go for the 5000 degree Kelvin range because those seem to be the most comparable to natural daylight and they tend to bring out the most natural color in your subject. Anyway, that has been the lighting episode of the series. If you found this useful, make sure to like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment with anything you think I missed. Click here for the next episode, or click here for the full 5-episode compilation.